area and perimeter. The perimeter is the distance around something. Words that start with peri often mean around, except in the case of chicken. There's lots of reasons you might need to figure out a perimeter. For example, fencing in a garden or wrapping a gift. Let's look at this box here. It's 30 centimetres wide and 20 centimetres tall. I'm going to wrap it for my friend's birthday. What length of gift wrap do I need? Well, we can calculate the perimeter by adding up the length of each side. So here, that's 30 centimetres for the bottom, 20 centimetres for the right side, 30 centimetres for the top, and 20 centimetres for the left side. That's 100 centimetres or 1 metre. Now, when you're working out squares and rectangles like this, it's actually a bit easier. Squares have 4 sides which are all the same length, and rectangles have 2 pairs of sides that are the same length. So instead of counting each side individually, for a square I can count one side and then just multiply by 4. And for a rectangle, I can count 2 of the sides, the different ones, and then multiply each of them by 2 and add them together. It's a good shortcut to save you time, but if you're not comfortable with it, you can always just count each side. Let's try each method now. Have a look at this rectangle. Its width is 15 centimetres and its height is 10. We can calculate the perimeter by adding 15, 10, 15 and 10 to get 50. Or we can add 2 times 15 and 2 times 10 to get 50 as well. Now for area. Instead of adding up the width and the height measurements, we want to figure out how much space there is inside the lines. So within this same shape, 15 by 10, we're going to multiply them to find the answer. 10 times 15 is 150 centimetres squared. Why squared? Well, for perimeter, we're measuring a distance, a straight line, and this has 1 dimension, length. For area, we're measuring 2 dimensions, length and width. So just like that, we're multiplying the 10 and the 15. We multiply the units too, so we end up with 150 centimetres squared. Or you can think of it as square centimetres instead of centimetres squared, if it makes it easier to understand. Just make sure you write centimetres squared when you answer the question. A little trick for you. It doesn't matter which order you multiply in because the area is always the same. 10 times 15 is the same as 15 times 10. So do whichever one is easier for you. Equally, if you have something like 8 times 12, you could divide it into chunks. So you could figure out 8 times 10, which is easy, and then add 8 times 2. This way you break down the big numbers into smaller ones and you get to your answer easier. I'm Miss Meeks. Thanks for watching.